What's up, guys? We are back. The first interview of 2025, and I got Charleston's favorite, Holly Swoosh.
What's up, y'all, boy?
Let's go.
What's good?
For this one
Hey,
for a while.
no, seriously, yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah,
And
for
we
sure.
kind of just met, and I know I do this all the time. Like, I always love to explain where I met who I'm interviewing and stuff like that. But we met off Facebook. But I do remember seeing you at Schoolie. We did talk about that off air.
Yeah.
And I think that's crazy because you don't realize how small this area is.
Yes.
Like, you could go to Circle K and probably see 3 people you went to middle school with and don't even realize it because life is changing. So how you doing, Holly? What's up?
Hey, man, I can't complain.
We got you here.
Just like how you said, it's the first interview of 2025. I'm excited. So it's a great way to start 2025 off.
We'll get to
I'm
the
excited.
gist of it, though, because I do kind of want to, I wouldn't say pick your brain, but I want to get to know you better. I want to get to know what, the basics, the fundamentals. So where are you from? Where were you born?
I was born here, Charleston, South Carolina. West Ashley to be specific.
Stomping grounds?
Stomping
Is
grounds.
Is it something you kind of I wouldn't say represent, but just you stand on it?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
from Charleston. You
Absolutely.
go out of states, or you were just in Hawaii? Were you spreading the knowledge of that?
Oh, yeah. Hey, I from Charleston. Everybody know that. That's literally my signature. Like, at the end of my videos, no, I from Charleston. Like, yeah. So everybody know I from Charleston.
How does that, and I kind of want to dig, into your life more, but I want to ask, how is that having the roots of Charleston? Like, do you feel like that's something different for some people? Because, you go to, let's say, not just New York, but you go to, Kentucky, and it's like, hey, y'all, how do you feel like being able to say you're from Charleston?
I am very proud to say I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. And I did not get that pride until I left Charleston, South Carolina.
Wow.
So I went to Marion University in Florence, South Carolina. And I was there off and on for about 7 years. But I know the first 2 years that I was there, everybody was just so infatuated with the accent.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because I didn't know I had an accent. It was like,
wow.
oh yeah, you got a little island accent. I'm like, I ain't got no accent. What y'all talking about?
Right.
Like that is crazy because I really do believe that everybody that's from Charleston, that leaves Charleston to go to college in a surrounding area or something, I believe we all have that same experience.
Yeah, and I was going to ask, was there any, there's definitely probably some pros, to being able to say you have that Geechee accent, but is there any negatives that you've had, you've had to face?
Oh, it's sad because people always assume we're ignorant, whereas we're honestly very intelligent because we created an entire language to separate us from the English language that we were forced to speak. Right. So we were over here speaking Geechee, and Massa don't know what we talking about. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that I feel like that's always been a big misconception that people are ignorant when they speak Geechee, because I've seen people in high places that are Geechee the fuck down.
Yeah, right.
Can we curse?
Yeah.
Like,
yourself.
I know some
Be
people
yourself.
that's like Geechee the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like, and you would be surprised because you sound like that, but you in a high place. Like, how is that? It really blows people's mind. Like,
you just can't judge a book by its cover.
You can't. I just,
it doesn't matter what language or whatever, what color you are, or what you do for a living. Like, we all get buried 6 feet deep. Sad reality. Right. But I see how I said I get too serious.
But that's a fact though. That's a fact.
Yeah, I dislike that about me. But anyways, so where'd you go to elementary school? Like, what was that whole situation and stuff?
I went to Oakland Elementary for all of 5 years? Yeah. I was there until 5th grade.
What do you remember the most from elementary?
Oh my gosh. What do I remember most from elementary?
And it could be bad or good. I don't want to dig I don't want to make you have a That's So Raven moment. You're like, 3rd grade. No. I just wanted what's something that stuck out the most? What did you feel like you noticed about yourself in 3rd grade that you realize now that you're an adult?
That is an amazing question. And it's crazy. I can't say that I have a good answer to give you. It's funny you said 3rd grade because immediately when you said something about that, 3rd grade was immediately what came to my mind. Like, even my teacher's name, Miss Newton. I don't know why her name came to my head, but it did. But I guess the most memorable part about elementary school for me was just realizing like, oh, I am growing up.
Yeah.
Wow, like this.
You
is
do kind
real.
of like, some people grow up faster than others, and like for me, I always kind of was going through something at home that kind of shaked me into realizing that, you know, this is reality at a young age. You know, it took a long time to grasp onto it, but I think whenever I was in about like 9th grade, I was like, okay, I see why they say you need to go to college.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to go, but I see why, like, you know.
Yeah.
So what about
Yeah.
middle school? Like, where'd you go to middle school and stuff?
I went to Military Magnet Academy in
Oh,
North
wow.
Charleston.
North Charleston. That's a poppin' place.
Yeah, I
They
hated
shut
it.
down? Or no, I'm
No, they're
thinking
still there.
I'm
They're
thinking
still
of
there.
somewhere else.
Yeah, Military Magnet Academy is still there.
So you had to wear uniforms?
Yes.
What colors?
Oh my god.
Do you remember what color?
So it changed each grade. Like you had a different uniform for the summertime than you would for the wintertime. So like summertime we had the red shorts, and if you were, I guess, like a freshman, you had like the white t-shirt.
Did you get bullied? Like, not you, but if you wore the freshman colors?
Not so much.
Because, you know, like, everybody has that, like,
Oh, like,
that's
oh,
a
you
freshman.
grab-
Yeah, you know what I mean? And for me, it was like, everybody was like, let's grab this freshman and throw him in the trash.
Oh my! See, I think that was
That's
something
crazy.
for like the boys.
Yeah,
I think the boys
yeah,
had a lot of
yeah.
that. But the girls, first of all, I wasn't really girly, but I was kind of like tomboyish. But
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really talk to a lot of people. I was really quiet in middle school unless I was around like some people who I was cool with. Then I'm a class clown.
So you weren't like a troublemaker, like
Oh, no.
putting yourself in like
Troublemaker,
situations?
no.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
good.
class clown, yes.
Yeah.
I that was actually my senior superlative in high school. I went to West Ashley High School for high school. So
Okay.
and I got that as a senior
That's when
superlative.
reality hits.
That's when reality hits. That's
So-
kind of where I really learned like what I really wanted to do, because I've been acting since I've been a child. Like my dad, he's a playwright also, so he's an actor also. So I remember he actually put me in the first play that I was actually in. I remember I had one line. It was in church. It was a play in church, and I had one line. I had to run on the stage and say my line and run off. And I still remember the feeling I had. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Like, everybody was depending on me to say this one thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I also revisited that in high school because we had drama classes.
Right.
So the drama class would put on a big production at the end of the year. And the first year that I got there, they were doing my sophomore year, where I learned about drama. They were doing The Wiz, and I was really interested.
Hey, that's a
in it.
classic, because there's the Wizard of Oz and then there's the Wiz, and I think a lot of people get that confused. And I'm like, no, the Wiz is the best
Two
one.
different things. Yes.
And I don't know how we get it confused. One, because there's just that's the best one. The first one, I get it, you know, cool. It was
Right.
you know, original and all that, but like nothing beats Michael Jackson with the Scarecrow. Like, no
you
cap.
can't win.
You can't, bro.
Stop, man.
Nothing's
Listen.
beaten, bro. I don't care what. Yeah. Anyway, so high school, what like was your friend group or like, or sorry, rephrase that. What was your friend group like, and did you feel like it was affecting you at a young age, or did you feel like they were helping you prosper?
What's crazy is I did not have one solid friend group. I would bounce around. Like, I was cool with everybody. So like, you know, at lunch, they would have different tables. Okay, like at the front at West Ashley High. If anybody from West Ashley High, y'all already know, at the front, the very first table is a senior table. If you're not a senior, you do
can't
not get
sit
to
at
sit.
it.
Yeah, you do not get to sit there.
I
But
miss
because I'm
school,
who I
bro.
am, like I was able to bounce around.
So you were popular?
Yeah, like well, I won't say. All right, so what's so funny is like now when I talk to people from high school, they'll tell me, they were like, "Oh, you were always popular in high school," and I'm like, "No, I
it
was
doesn't
not."
feel like it.
No.
It doesn't feel like it because
Word.
you expect it to be a higher degree of popular.
I guess,
You know,
yeah,
you want
yeah.
the teacher, not you want, but you expect the teachers to say, "What's up, Slick?" Or like, you know, to
Yeah.
me, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. I always felt like the teachers did not like me because I was always bubbly. Like, I was always that one that was like, when the teacher's mad, I'm like, yo, what's up? And they're
Yeah.
like, bro, you need to pipe down. This is not the day. You know, I miss high school. I was a troublemaker. I got put into situations I shouldn't have done, but I did it, and you sow what you reap, and I've reaped what I
yeah.
sowed, so I'm cool with it. And even now, if stuff were to pop up, I would face it head on, because that's what
Yeah.
you have to do with situations from the past. Do you
Yeah.
feel like your past has haunted you, or do you feel like you've, feel happy about what your childhood's happened? And I don't want to, like, I try to control the questions I'm doing because I don't want it to be like, we're picking you apart that hard, you know? But I also want people to get to know you because people may want to know who Holly is.
Right. I don't think that my childhood has haunted me. I think haunted is a different word that I wouldn't want to use. But I would say that it has definitely affected who I am today.
Positive way or good way?
Both, honestly.
You gotta take it to the chin.
Yeah, I've now learned that there are some things that I was exposed to at a very young age that I probably shouldn't have been exposed to, but you know, it made me grow up faster. But I now know that, and I also am kind of like an advocate for kids now too. Like, I really speak up for kids.
Great advocate, by the way.
I
would want my kids to look up to you. You're a really good inspiration.
Man, listen, I really feel that a lot of parents need to listen to their children. A lot of parents just think like, I'm the parent, you the child, you do what I say. Yeah, I get it, because you know they need to make, you know, they need to be able to trust you, especially in dangerous situations. But there are certain things that your child can teach you, and a lot of parents they miss that, and I hate that for a lot of parents.
Well, sometimes it's like the parent, and again, I don't want to sound like I know everything. This is just based off my prior experience, but I feel like some parents are selfish. Like they want it to be all about them. Some of them, I'm not gonna say it, but. Yeah. I was about to say some foul stuff.
No, that's facts. Some parents are very selfish. They bring these children into the world.
Example. Yeah. Baby shower. Some people, when it gets to baby shower, it gets serious. And I get it, you know, don't shoot the messenger. But do you have any kids or anything like that? Or do you want any kids?
I don't have kids. What's crazy is it used to be my lifelong dream to be a mom. I really wanted kids since I was a kid. Like, I remember.
How many would you want?
3, but I don't want any kids now.
Yeah, I don't.
The way that the world is going, kids are really expensive, and I honestly want to kind of take some of that time to kind of cater to my inner child. You know what I'm saying? Like even now, like that's what I do. It does.
And I don't know how old you are, but I tell everybody, when you get to that 30 mark, that's when real life hits. That's when you can kind of be like, okay, like this is reality. Like not reality, but you know, I can't mess around anymore. I gotta focus on my goals, my ambition, and keep your energy from away. Yeah. I'm trying to spit too much.
I've been, that's where I am. I've hit the 30 mark. We've already crossed over on that threshold. But what I will say is that life really does show you some shit after them 30s, man.
It definitely does.
You'll be, listen, not only life, but I think also when you elevate, when you rise to elevate. When you rise to elevate, sometimes you have to eliminate the people around you. And it'll be hurtful.
It's not sometimes, you do.
You do.
It sucks.
It's
you
so
grow.
hurtful.
Everybody changes every day. Just some people decide to stay the same. And I wanted to ask, what's some advice you could give to anybody who's maybe approaching the 30 mark or going over the 30 mark?
Be real with yourself. Be completely honest with yourself about what you want, who you want around you, how you want your life to look in the next couple of years. And just be honest with yourself, because you might say, oh, well, I want to plan the next 10 to 20 years, and your plan looks like someone else's. Yeah. Just be honest with yourself. What do you like to do? I had to do that this year.
You have to.
I was doing Misunderstood Productions is my production company, and I was doing a lot of productions and wanting to do a lot of different stuff with different business owners. But it took away from me doing my own content. So I had to sit down and really reevaluate even the business structure, because I'm like, I don't really want to do this. You know what I'm saying? I really want to focus on my content. I want people to know who I am, so I can leave my mark, you know,
as
on
you
this
should.
earth,
you have to, especially whenever you like think about like longevity, and if you do spend your time trying to help somebody else's dream, it ends up not becoming your dream too. Bro. But I do want to say, like, for some people that don't know, what type of content do you make, and like when did you start making content?
Oh, wow. I started making content in 2017, and the first piece of content I made, it was a show called Translations, where I was translating Charleston words and phrases. Hey, the first word that I used was Boonkey. Oh, shit. Because when now mind you, I've been in Florence, South Carolina and the thought came to me when I think like the senior year, like my senior year, I think probably like the last week, I was like, you know what? Everybody always asking me what these words mean and stuff. You know what? I'm gonna make this a show.
So were you like in high school still trying to make content? Because I mean, at that age, and I'm not trying to be weird, but we kind of talked about it. But I feel like at that age there was no like primary like Instagram, TikTok. It was just strictly like MySpace.
It was YouTube.
And just YouTube?
YouTube.
Wow,
we did have YouTube.
That's different.
You know what's crazy? You sparked. Oh man, I'm glad you said that.
No, that's crazy.
You brought up a memory.
That means you're a pioneer.
Yeah,
you out here. You've been doing it,
boy.
That's
since
crazy.
High school. But I wasn't really intentional in high school. I think for Wacky Tacky Day, I brought like my digital camera to school, and I did some videos with that.
But you were going in that direction, though.
I really was. Oh my God. Like, you starting to make me think about some stuff. In high school, I remember one of my homeboys, he graduated, and I remember making a video for him. I put the video together, and I was using Windows Media Player.
Golly.
To edit this video. Oh my God. I forgot about that.
So what, like, after, and we don't have to talk about it or not, but what was, like, going on after high school? Like, what was your main primary focus? Were you just working a job? Just
I was in college.
Okay, what college?
Francis Marion University.
I do remember you saying that earlier.
I went straight to college.
What major? What were you trying to do?
Psychology.
Yeah,
I actually got my BS in psychology.
Wow.
And did not go into the field because what I've honestly learned is when we were studying, a lot of the research that we were doing, the subjects were of European descent. There weren't a lot of subjects that were of the African American descent. So of course, me going to school, I want to help not only myself, but my people as well. Right. So I'm like, okay, well,
dang, so
these studies weren't done on us.
You never found like a school that did?
No, not, well, I'm going to be honest. I didn't really look that hard.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
After I graduated, I was like, damn, I got 60,000 plus in student loans. Like,
how was it to graduate? Like that feeling, is something you remember? From like
I remember not caring.
Yeah,
I remember not.
That's why
caring.
I asked that, because I remember when I graduated, I didn't even walk the stage. I was like, I personally don't care. I just need my diploma and
like high school, I didn't care, and college, I really didn't care. It was weird because I was like, oh, I'm so excited, I'm glad this is over. But I remember really not caring. I had like, I think 20 tickets to give away for my college graduation. I barely gave them out. Like I didn't care. It was not really an accomplishment for me because I don't care. Yeah. I knew that I wanted to do film. I knew that before I even graduated high school. Because when I was in high school, like I said, we were doing drama. You couldn't tell me that at this last production that we did, that there was going to be somebody from Juilliard in the audience waiting to sign me. I promise you, this is what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, somebody's going to want to put me in a movie. But you got to
manifest yourself into situations because even now, it's like, even being here, like I remember being like, yo, I got to get her on the pod.
Facts,
like your energy is crazy.
Facts.
Like your statuses got me geeking. Yo. Just you in general is just like, it's just perfect. And, so let's fast forward to now. So what's something that you've been kind of focusing on? I know off air you were telling me, hush, but what is it that you can tell people you're working on right now?
I can say that we are working on the second season of my show, Boonkey Burgaz. Mm-hmm.
For some people that don't know what that is, can you explain to them, like maybe the backdrop of like what it is? And
All right. Boonkey Burgaz is a 6-episode web series that was shot here in Charleston. It's about two best friends that work at a burger joint, just kind of going through life while they're living in Charleston, South Carolina. It is on YouTube. It's 6 episodes.
What's
can
your
watch
YouTube
the full
channel?
Season.
Just real quick.
Holly Swoosh, HOLLY space SWOOSH.
Check the descriptions too. Make sure you subscribe right now.
Right
now. Stop this interview and go subscribe.
Hit pause.
And subscribe. In the descriptions. But keep
yes,
going.
But we are working on season 2. It's been a while. I'm really excited because I've missed the cast. You're gonna see some new faces. You're gonna see some old faces. How many people in the cast?
Like 8 or 9? Was a good bit?
Don't make me lie.
No, it's all good. I just want to kind of like I'm very interested too because I feel like that's what people lack now. Like there's no structure or originality when it comes to these skits. Like it's just like, let me just do this quick POV video to relate to people, and then that's it.
Right.
There's no like 6 episodes. You see what I mean? Storyline, plot twist, and I don't know.
Honestly, that was hard. That's hard to do.
Yeah,
that
it really is.
Because I wrote a script, and the show that you actually see online is not the original script that I wrote.
So it changed.
Yeah, it had to, because I had to continuously change locations. Honestly, the first location that we had for the Boonkey Burgaz, like the kitchen scenes where it's supposed to be filmed, the first day that we got the whole cast together, the guy that whose business we were going to use was not answering the phone.
Wow.
He was not answering the phone. So the night before, it's like my friend Casper. I'm not sure if you know who she is, but she's very pivotal in the Boonkey Burgaz as well, because she was honestly the person that kind of put me up to it, because she knew somebody that was doing a web series, and I was seeing the web series. This was way before Boonkey Burgaz even came out or anything, and I was like hitting her up. I was like, hey man, tell your friend to put me on her show or whatever, and she was just like, I can do that, but why just make your own?
Yeah.
I was like,
no, and that is how it starts. Like when someone tells you you should just do your own, that is, if they enjoyed it, there's billions of people out here in the world who, you'd be surprised who likes what you love.
I was so shocked.
Or likes what you do.
Yeah.
But I was going to ask, like, at the end of the day, when you wake up, like, how can you always be yourself?
You got to be authentic all day, every day. I wouldn't feel like myself if I wasn't myself. I would feel like I would be doing myself a disservice, turning myself down to appease the other person. So I ain't doing myself no disservice.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up? Ooh.
Gratitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that same thing. I look like myself in the mirror and I go like, today is going to be a beautiful day. Yeah. Every day. It's been hard the last couple of days, so I've been working a lot, but I'm like, bruh. It's just life throws. What's something that you feel like you've learned in 2025? 2024.
Keep your circle small. Keep your circle small. You don't have to have a lot of people around you. You just have to have genuine people around you who want the same things that you do.
And it's hard.
It is.
Like to find people who genuinely love you for who you are, because sometimes it's like you do this lane of work and all that and you want to make friends, but some people just don't know how to balance like not having to always talk. And like my friends know what's up in my family. Like I'm locked in. Like I've been locked in for the last like 5 months. So New Year's was a prime example. People were like texting me like Happy New Year's and I'm not responding because I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm locked in. I can't talk right now. You know what I mean?
Listen,
if I talk, then my energy goes into that. And I'm like, hey, how you doing?
That is me 24/7. My cousins have a group chat and we always in a group chat, just kind of tripping and stuff like that. I removed myself from the group chat. Yeah. I was like, y'all, I can't. I love y'all, but I gotta get locked in. Y'all not talking about shit right now. Yeah. I'm locked the fuck in. I cannot have no distractions.
With people that you want to be, and I think that's important too when you're doing content creating and stuff. But
yes,
you said something about what's up with that.
What?
Can we talk about that, or you want to wait? Yeah, we can wait. We'll wait. I just had to bring it up a little bit.
Let's
wait.
Let's wait.
But no, it's been beautiful. Like we could sit here and talk all day. I could pick your brain apart more, but we're just gonna have to wait until the next one. We could talk a lot more in depth about just life. Because this one was just like the fundamentals, where you're from. I didn't want to dig too deep, but also kind of just like pick around, on the side. Next one is definitely the one that like I'm probably going to have questions that might make you hate me. And then it's respectfully.
For sure.
I just love picking brain. Like you did psychology. I did psychology for podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I just learned like and if you're watching this, I doubt he is. But I had one dude come on here and I asked him if he was bullied in school. And bro, just no, it went south. It went south, and I'm like, yo, I can't. I love you, bro. I just have to say it, but it happens, and I get it. Like some questions you don't, and then I don't know. When you think of podcasts, you don't think people are gonna ask you if you were bullied. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But it is such a generic question that you would feel like you're okay to talk about. Like I was bullied. People called me bottle cap opener.
Yeah,
because I had a gap in my teeth, and like.
know,
I just never really cared. And that's something you should do too. You should never care. You got to wake up every single day and grind harder than you did yesterday, the day before that. But, yeah, Holly, swoosh. Interview 118 has been beautiful. Thank you for coming on.
For sure, man. For sure.
Can you tell everybody your social media real quick? Not just YouTube, but just like all your stuff.
Yeah, all my socials are Holly Swoosh, HOLLY space SWOOSH. Except for Instagram, it is _ I am not a comedian. All one word, all spelled correctly.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where you can find me. That or Misunderstood Productions. MISS Understood Productions with an S.
Okay. And I added this thing. I don't know what time we're at, but I'm gonna end this camera. I got a new segment I'm gonna start doing.
Okay.
And you're gonna be the first. I love this.
Bet.
Because I've been working on this one. I was at work all day, and I was like, I cannot wait to ask these questions. So you got a minute, okay?
Okay.
And I'm gonna put a timer on. You guys are not gonna be able to hear the timer right now, sadly. But let's see, clock. And sorry for this take. Next time I'm gonna have it ready. I was just trying a different angle.
So good.
But we got a minute, and I'm gonna ask you quick questions, and you just respond any way that you want. Okay.
All right.
So you ready?
All right. 3,
2, 1, go. Plane or car?
You say that again?
Plane or car?
Plane or car?
Yeah, like
plane.
Plane. Rap or country?
Country.
Favorite color?
Blue.
Early bird or night owl?
Ooh, early bird.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Movies or television?
Television.
First job?
Ooh, Champ Sports.
Favorite shopping store?
My mama house.
Cat or dog?
Dog.
Would you ever skydive?
Yes.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Deepest fear?
Getting hit by a car and dying.
How tall are you?
5'6".
Favorite holiday?
My birthday.
Flip flop or shoes?
Flip flops.
Good one. You beat the time. That's good.
Hey, that's what's up.
No, I like that. And
I
then,
like that game.
Yeah, I just started. I don't know what made me not gonna lie. Like normally I give my inspiration and my where I got this stuff or wherever I do from. And this one was like I was just sitting here and I was like, I gotta do something different. Like
I like that.
All I do is like ask people rapid questions. So why not do it in a time matter?
Oh,
you know?
I like that.
So I'm gonna start doing that more.
That's
I hope you guys enjoyed that. Sorry it's not as structured as it could be, but it doesn't matter because I'm enjoying this.
I am too.
So that's all that matters, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Remember, stay true to yourself, and the only way to achieve your dreams is through you. No one else is gonna do it. You got to get up every single day and grind harder than me, Holly, and Michael Jordan, and anybody on this planet. Love you guys. Peace.
Peace.